Jai Hind everyone. My name is Ankita Rani. I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Today I discuss the topic data analytics tools under the subject data analytics, and the subject code is BCS 052. So, data analytics tools are the tools through which we can perform some operations on the data. Whether you are a data analyst or data scientist or business professional, these tools offer cutting edge features and capability to enhance your data analysis and decision making process. Through these tools, you can discover your needs and stay ahead in the competitive world of data analytics. So there are basically tools like Tableau, Power BI, K9, Apache PySpark. These are the tools, multiple tools which we used very frequently for processing of the data. So first tool is the Tableau. So Tableau is an easy to use data analytics tools, and basically in Tableau we have the feature of the table and column. So Tableau has a drag and drop interface which help to create interactive visuals and dashboard. In this we have a concept of the rows and columns, and organization can use this to instantly develop visuals that give context and meaning to the raw data. So in Tableau, we have a feature of the table. Like in that, we have a rows and column. So basically, it is the interface of the Tableau. In this, we have some operations, and in that we have some values like so. In Tableau, we can work upon that in the tabular manner. So, making through Tableau, the data is making through this table, the data is very easy to interact, and also due to the simple and easy to use interface, one can easily use this tool regardless of their technical ability. So, in this feature, uh, you can simply see the data in single source in a table. So Tableau comes with a wide range of features and tools that help you create the best visuals which are easy to understand. So this feature is very simple and is easy to understand for every person regardless of their technical ability. So data in the advantage of this tool is that overshadow all other in its quality visuals embedded with interactive information. But this doesn't mean that Tableau is perfect. Tableau is only meant for the data visualization. Through this tool, we can only visualize our data. So we can't process the data. In this tool, we can see only the data. We can't process the data. We can only visualize. Visualize is possible in that data, but processing of data is not possible in Tableau. So it does have a bit of a learning curve and is known for its high cost. So this tool is expensive. So these are the some features of this tool is it is easy drag and drop interface, and it has a mobile support for both iOS and Android. Uh, in Android operating system and in iOS, we can use this feature. So the data discovery feature allow you to find the hidden data, and you can use various data sources like SQL Server and Oracle in this feature. Next tool is the Power BI. Nowadays, Power BI is a very common tool and very useful. Most of the organization can use this tool, and most of the data analysts can use this tool for visualization of the data. So Power BI is a Microsoft data analysis tool. This tool is provided by the Microsoft organization, and it provide enhanced interactive visualization and capabilities of business intelligence. BI stands for business intelligence. So the business analyst can use this tool. So it achieve all this while providing a simple and intuitive user interface. So being a product of the Microsoft, you can expect seamless integration with various Microsoft product, because Power BI is a Microsoft product. So you can interact this tool with other features of the with other product of the Microsoft organization, and it allow you to connect with the Excel spreadsheet, cloud-based data source, and on-premises data sources. So through Power BI, you can communicate with other data sources also. And Power BI is known and loved for its groundbreaking features like natural language queries, Power Query Editor support, and it has an intuitive user interface. But there are some disadvantages of Power BI. Disadvantage is that it cannot handle a large data set. It cannot handle the record that are bigger than the 250 MB in size. So this is the bigger disadvantage for the Power BI, that it can work only on the data which has a size less than the 250 MB. So it has the limited sharing capabilities, and you would need to pay extra to scale as per your needs. So these are the some features of the Power BI. It has a great connectivity with Microsoft product, because this tool is developed through the Microsoft, and it has a powerful semantic model, and it can meet the both personal and enterprise need, and it has the ability to create the beautiful paginated reports. Next tool is the Apache Spark. So Apache Spark tool is known for the processing of the data. In this, we can not only doing the visualization. In this, we can also do the processing of the data. We can process the data. We can perform many operations in the data. So Apache Spark is known for its speed in data processing. Is a data analysis tool. So the speed of Apache PySpark is very fast for processing the data, and it has Spark has in memory processing, which makes it incredibly fast. So it is also open source, which result in trust and interoperability. So the ability to handle enormous amount of data make Spark distinguished, and it is quite easy and straightforward to learn thanks to its API. Because of the API, Apache PySpark is easy, and anyone can learn. So this doesn't end here. It also has support for distributed computing framework. It has a distributed environment. Like it has multiple devices and we can work in different devices. It has a distributed framework, distributed environment. So, but Apache Spark does have some drawbacks. It has some disadvantages. It does not have an integrated file management system, and it has a fewer algorithm than its competitors. So also it faces issues if the files are tiny. There are some features. It has an incredible speed and efficiency, because this tool is fast, and the processing of this tool for the data processing is very fast, because it is in memory processing. And next is the great connectivity with support of the Python, Scala, R, and SQL shells. These are the programming languages, Python, Scala, R. So you can easily connect with that languages. You can easily integrate with these languages, and it has the ability to handle and manipulate data in real time, and it can run on many platforms like Hadoop, Kubernetes, cloud, and also standalone. So these are the platform through which you can perform the data processing. Next tool is the TensorFlow. So TensorFlow is a machine learning library, and among data analysis tool, it is also a tool and also a library, machine learning library. So this open source library was developed by the Google. So this tool is developed by the Google, and Power BI is developed by the Microsoft, but TensorFlow is developed by the Google company, and is a popular choice for many businesses looking forward to support machine learning capabilities. to their data analytics workflow, as TensorFlow can build and train machine learning models. So TensorFlow is the first choice of many due to its wide recognition, which result in an adequate amount of tutorials and support for many programming languages. So TensorFlow can also run on the GPU and TPU and making the task much faster. The speed of this tool is also a very fast, but TensorFlow is not for the beginners. It can be very hard to use for the beginners, and in this you need coding. So you need coding knowledge to use it stand alone, because it has a concept of the machine learning, and it has a steep learning curve. TensorFlow can also be quite tricky to install, configure, and depending on your system. So that's why most of the data analysts and most of the organization do not directly go for the TensorFlow. They use the Power BI, they use the Tableau, because TensorFlow needs some coding language and it is not for the beginners, and it has a steep learning curve. And the features for the TensorFlow is it supports a lot of programming languages like in Python, C++, JavaScript, and Java. For all these programming language can use the library TensorFlow, and it can scale as needed with support for multiple CPU, TPU, GPUs, and it offer a large community to solve problems and issues. And features a built-in visualization tool for you to see how the model is performing, and so it is has a built-in visualization tool. So because of this tool, you can easily visualize your data. Next tool is the Hadoop. Hadoop tool is developed by the Apache, and it is a distributed processing and storage solution. In this, you can process your data, and also you can store your data, and also used as a data analysis tool. So for storing the data, for the storage purpose, we can use the Hadoop. So it is an open source framework that store and process big data with the help of the MapReduce model. In MapReduce, we have two functions. First function is map and another function is the reduce. In map, we have a multiple job, multiple task. So we have to assign these tasks in the map and reduce. And after processing, at that point, we process the data. After processing, when we go to the reduce stage, we reduce the data until we get the single answer as the output. So Hadoop is known for its scalability. So in this, we have a expandable in nature, and it is known for its scalability, and it is also a fault tolerant and can continue even after one or more node fail, because it has a distributed environment. In distributed environment, if one node fail, that doesn't mean that whole system will fail. If one node fail, then the other node can work as usual. So being open source, it can be used freely and customized to suit specific needs. And Hadoop also support various data formats. And it has also some disadvantages. Hadoop require powerful hardware for it to run effectively. And it features a steep learning curve, making it hard for some users. This is partially because some users find the MapReduce model hard to grasp. So it is some difficult for the beginners, and these are the features of Hadoop. First feature is it is free to use as it is an open source. It is an open source tool, so everyone can use freely, and it can run on the commodity hardware. So it require a powerful hardware. This is the disadvantage, maybe the disadvantage of the Hadoop. And it built with the fault tolerance, as it can operate even when some node fails, because it has a distributed environment. It works in a distributed framework. Next is the highly scalable, with the ability to distribute data into multiple nodes because it has a distributed environment, distributed framework. That's why they distribute the data in multiple nodes. Next tool is the R. R is a data analytics tools and it is also a programming language. It is an open source programming language which is widely used for the statistical computing, and it is also a data analysis for the data analysis purpose, and it can be considered as a data analysis tool, and it is known for handling large data sets and its flexibility. R is programming language and it can handle the large data set, means the data can be expand in nature and can be flexible in nature. So the package library of R has various packages. Using these packages, R allow the user to manipulate and visualize the data. Because it has a flexible nature and because it has a scalable nature, you can manipulate the data and you can visualize the data. So besides, R also has packages for things like data cleaning, machine learning, and natural language processing. These features makes R very capable. So in this we perform the data cleaning and we also process the data through the machine learning tools, through the machine learning libraries, and we can also perform the natural language processing for the data. So despite these features, R is not perfect. For example, R is significantly slower than language like C++ and Java. Because R programming language is slower as compared to the Python, R language is slower as compared to the C++, as compared to the Java. So R is known to have a steep learning curve because it is not easy language for the beginners, especially if you are unfamiliar with the programming. So it needs some technical knowledge, it needs some coding knowledge before working on the R. So it has some feature. First feature is that it has the ability to handle the large data set. Because it has a flexible in nature, it is flexible in nature and it can easily manipulate the data. So flexibility to be used in many areas like data visualization and data processing. So for when you are visualizing the data, when you are processing the data, you can easily flexible those data. Next is the features, built-in graphics capability for amazing visuals. So it has a graphics facility. It offers an active community to answer questions and help in problem solving. So these are the features for R programming language, and it has a graphics facility for the amazing visuals, and it offers an active community to answer question and help in problem solving also. Next feature is, after the R programming language, is Python. Because Python is very important in the data analytics. Python is the another programming language popular for data analysis and the machine learning, because in the machine learning and in the Python, in both we use the Python programming language. Before working on the data analytics, we must know the programming language which is called Python. So Python is used extremely in data analysis tools, and Python is widely recognized to have easy syntax which make it easy to learn, because everyone know that Python is easy and simple to understand. Python language is easy and it is simple to understand. So Python is widely recognized to have easy syntax and which make it easy to learn, because the lines of code in the Python is very few, is very less. So that's why we know that the syntax of the Python programming language is easy. So along with the easy syntax, the package manager of Python features a lot of important packages and libraries. So these are the there are some packages available in the Python. There are some libraries in the Python. So this makes it suitable for data analysis and machine learning. Another reason to use Python is its scalability. It is also a scalable in nature. Next is this doesn't mean Python is flawless. It also has some disadvantages of the Python. It is quite slow when we compare it to the languages like Java and C++. So Python is also slow as compare with the Java or C++. This is because Python is an interpreted language, and interpreted language is compile the code one by one, line by line, while the others are the compiled language. Means at one time whole code is run and whole code is combined, but in Python we compile line by line. So besides, Python is also infamous for its high memory consumption. Because of its interpreted in nature, the memory consumption in the Python is very high. So these are some features of the Python programming language. Easy to learn and user friendly because it has a fewer line syntax, and it is scalable in nature, scalable with the ability to handle large data sets. And it has extensive packages and libraries that increase the functionality, because it has a multiple libraries, multiple packages, and that increase the functionality of that programming language. Next, it is an open source programming language, and it is widely adopted, which ensure problem can be fixed easily. So these are the features of the Python programming language. Next tool is the SAS. SAS stands for Statistical Analysis System. So the SAS software was developed by the SAS Institute, and it is widely used for business analytics nowadays. So SAS has both a GUI and a terminal interface. It can also provide a GUI and it can also provide a terminal interface depending on the user's skill set. So they can choose either one, either a GUI or either a terminal interface. It also has the ability to handle large data set, and it is equipped with a lot of analytical tool which make it valid for a lot of applications, and it is a very powerful tool. It has big price tag, it is expensive, and it has a steep learning curve, so it is quite hard for the beginners. Next, these are the features of it has a ability to handle large data set, and it support for graphical and non-graphical interface, and it has a feature tool to create high quality visualization, and it has a wide range of tool for predictive and statistical analysis. Next tool is the ClickSense. ClickSense tool is a business tool and data analytics tool that provide the support for data visualization and data analysis. ClickSense support various data source from the spreadsheet and from the database and also cloud services, and you can create amazing dashboard and visualization, and it comes with a machine learning feature, and it uses the AI to help the user to understand the data, and it has a feature like instant search and the NLP feature, but it has some disadvantages. Data extraction of ClickSense is quite inflexible, and the pricing model, it is some expensive, quite complicated, and it is quite sluggish when it comes to a large data set. These are the tools for the ClickSense, but a tool for stunning and interactive data visualization and conversational AI powered analytics with Click Insight Bot, and it has a feature tool to create high quality visualization, and it provide Click Big Data Index, which is a data indexing engine. So this is the tool, and next tool is the K9 tool. K9 is an analytic platform and a data analysis tool. It is open source and a feature and user interface which is intuitive. K9 is built with scalability, and it also offers an extensibility. This feature is scalable in nature and extensible in nature via well-defined API plugin. So you can also automate spreadsheets, do machine learning, and much more using K9. And the best part of that tool is that you don't even need to code to do all this. But K9 does have its issue, does have some drawbacks. The abundance of feature can be overwhelming to some user. The data visualization of K9 is not the best and can be improved. So there are some features of that is it has an intuitive user interface with drag and drop options, functions, and it support for extensive analytics tools like machine learning, data mining, big data processing. And the last feature is that provide the tool to create high quality visualizations. These are the tool for the K9s, and this is the top 10 data analytics tool for performing the data visualization, data processing, and data storage. Okay, thank you.